I say that I am better now, better now. I only say that 'cause you're not around, not around.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Tater Master here, with the Knives Out movie review. Yes, so I had conflicted feelings about going into this movie. Hold on a second. Yes, so I think you should all by now who made Knives Out. The illustrious and famous Mr. Rian Johnson, the guy who made Brick, which was pretty good. The guy who made Brothers Bloom, which was pretty good. The guy who made Looper, which was pretty good. And the guy who made Last Jedi, which was pretty good, but controversial. So yeah, Rian Johnson has a history. Now, for hearing my opinions on all the films he's made so far, not including Knives Out, because I'm going to review that. So, Brick was pretty good. I'd probably give that a 7.1. Brothers Bloom was pretty good. I'd probably give that a 7.2. Looper is pretty good. Probably give 7.3, 7.4. Now, I know what you're going to say. What, Jay? Looper's the best Rian Johnson film. What is wrong with you? No. Look, I think Looper's a little overrated. It's how I feel about Mission Impossible Fallout. I like Mission Impossible Fallout, but I don't think it's as amazing as people say it is. And I like Looper, but I don't think it's the best thing of all time, like some people say it is. And as far as Last Jedi goes, I feel like that's better than the first three. Now, I'm really going to get hate for that. But listen, Last Jedi was pretty stupid, but I like the stupidity of it. I thought it was pretty fun. Now we get to Knives Out, which is really great. I was really worried going in. I had super low expectations going to Knives Out, but I came out really pleasantly surprised. I really enjoyed Knives Out. It is the best Rian Johnson film, and it seems Rian has finally found his groove, and has finally put himself out there, put himself as a filmmaker, because Knives Out was great. And I have my criticisms at the end. I'll have my criticism and negativity at the end, but I'm mostly going to say positive, because it's definitely a movie I recommend. I mean, Knives Out is such an entertaining film, and it's probably one of the best whodunit films I've ever seen, and it really flipped the whole whodunit formula on it. Because going in, I thought, is this going to be a stereotypical whodunit movie? Or no, it wasn't like that. It really did some unique stuff that I wasn't expecting, and it was entertaining and funny and nice. This was a great movie to watch at the theater. It was awesome. Now, is it the best movie of the year? No. Is it Alita Battle Angel? No. Is it Godfather Endgame or Joker level? No, it's not like on those levels. I think the critics kind of overrated this movie a bit, but I do think it's pretty great. I mean, it's very entertaining, and it's Rian's best movie. I mean, it's really awesome. I really liked it. For once, Rian actually impressed me. I was like, wow, this is great, Rian. This is what I wanted. This is great. Wow. He's really finally found his groove. After the controversial Last Jedi, the one that everybody hates so much, but I don't get the hate for. I mean, I thought it was pretty cool, but whatever. I guess people hate Last Jedi for some different reason now. He's finally found his groove. I think he's finally figured it out. Like, this is what I have to do. I mean, I'm not just counting Brick and Brothers Bloom, because I haven't seen those in a while, so maybe if I rewatch them now, I'll like them more. But I just wasn't super into his, early movies. I mean, Last Jedi was pretty cool, but I can admit the stupidity of Last Jedi. I mean, as entertaining as Last Jedi is, I can admit the stupidity. But, Knives Out was pretty great. I mean, it's his best movie. I mean, if you really like those types of mystery, detective movies, is definitely for you. Like, I gotta give the credits to the cast too. Like, we had Daniel Craig, Kathleen, whatever, from 13 Reasons Why. We had the guy that plays Billy in the first It Chapter 1 in this movie. We had Jamie Lee Curtis. We had Michael Shannon, the legend himself. Michael Shannon showed up in this movie. We had, of course, Chris Evans. Chris Evans was awesome as friggin' this movie. And I forget who plays the main girl. Who plays Anna de Maris plays Marta, the main lady in this movie, who plays the nurse, and she did awesome too. Everybody in the cast did an awesome job. I wouldn't say there was any standouts really, except for Chris Evans and maybe Daniel Craig, but I wouldn't say they're Oscar level performances. I mean, they were great. The performances in this were great, but not Oscar level. I mean, anybody that says that's kind of silly, but I do think they did great. They did great in this movie. And the direction was great. The writing was solid. This is definitely Rian's best script. He wrote the crap out of this movie. It's honestly on point how great the writing in this movie is. I was impressed. Like, wow, Rian, this is great. This is great screenwriting right here. Like, and great direction too, and great everything. The movie's just great. Now I'm gonna get some little negatives here, but because I'm not gonna give this movie a super high rating. I mean, I'm gonna give it a high rating, but not to the point where it's like, on some of the movies that come out. Because I mean, it's not Alita level, it's not Dora level, it's not Avengers Endgame level. No, it's not. But it's a pretty great movie. And yeah, so here are my little criticisms of it. So it does, it does get a little, I don't know what to say, like, it does get a little silly. I mean, that's not really a bad thing. I don't know, like, I'm trying to figure out some negatives I can really say. I mean, it's still, got some, its little quirks, like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Hold on a sec. I don't know, like, music-wise, it was great, but, like, while it did some stuff that was unexpected, you also kind of were like, okay, well, that kind of makes sense, and that kind of was expected, so it kind of, I don't know. As entertaining as the movie was, it did feel silly and a little, just, it felt kind of like, I don't know, like, okay, well, I was kind of expecting that, but not expecting that, but was expecting that, it's like, I think the movie just played on that. The movie really just played on expecting and not expecting at the same time, and I kind of like that about it. But, like, I don't know. It just fit all together a little too well, maybe. Maybe the movie just, I guess another negative I have is I feel like the movie could have been longer, because I would have loved to see these actors interact a little more than they did. I was expecting a lot more of the main cast, but really all we got was mostly Daniel Craig and Marta, which I'm not complaining. I'm glad we got. They were the main focus. I mean, the main lady, Daniel Craig and Marta Cabrera, were the main focus. But as far as everybody else, like, you don't even get Chris Evans until, like, halfway in. I mean, he's barely in it until, like, I don't know, that's not really a spoiler, but he's barely in it until, like, an hour. And it's like, that kind of sucks, because I really loved him in this movie. He was great, but you don't even get him for, like, an hour, which I kind of wish we had more of him. But he did a great job. Everybody did. I forget who plays the dad. Let me check. It doesn't say. The dad did a great job. Christopher Plummer. Yeah, Christopher Plummer as Harlan was great. I love Christopher Plummer. He kills it in every role. But he was also great in this as the father that gets killed. He was awesome. Great for the little screen time he did have. He was awesome. I mean, Christopher Plummer's a freaking madman when it comes to acting. But, he kills it in every role. Same with Michael Shannon. But Michael Shannon wasn't a super highlight in this movie like he is in other movies. But, yeah. And Lucky Stanfield, of course, from Sorry to Bother You. I love Sorry to Bother You. And Lucky Stanfield, always awesome. But granted, Lucky isn't a focus in this, but he was awesome. All the actors were awesome. But I gotta say, I guess the highlights were Daniel Craig and, Ana de Armas. I hope Ana de Armas does more movies, because she was great in this. But as far as any other negatives, I guess I can say, while Rian has gotten better, he still has some quirks to work on. While this movie was really great, it didn't really blow me away necessarily. I mean, because it does feel a little formulaic in a way, but not at the same time it doesn't. I don't know how to really explain it. Like, it's just, it's great, but it's not a movie I'm going to be watching. Once you rewatch it the first time, it might not be as good the second or third time, because then you know what happens. It's kind of like, okay. I think that's the problem with whodunit movies. But what's cool is rewatching it again, you might actually get some more out of it, because now you know who did it, and you're like, wow, okay, more entertaining. I don't know. In a way, this movie was pretty great. I mean, I gotta admit, it was pretty great. So I'm gonna give it an 8.5. I legit really like this movie. This is the first Rian Johnson movie I can say that about. I really, really enjoyed this, Rian Johnson. You did a great job. And I really hope you make more movies, or maybe a sequel to this. This does have sequel potential. I really like Knives Out. I'm thoroughly enjoyed. I mean, 2019 really is the best year of film, and we got the best Rian Johnson movie out of it too. Gotta admit, Knives Out's pretty great. So, thank you all for watching. The Tatum Meister is signing out. And a special video will be posted soon. See y'all later. Bye-bye.